Hey Mike, this is a video in response to your suggestion of creating a new site. First of all, with the haters, what are we escaping? Bad comments? I don't know. What are they, for me, what are they going to say? I'm fat, I'm old. So, they're not paying my rent. I don't give a hoot what they say. Um, of course, I haven't had that many haters yet, so I don't know how sensitive I'm going to be. But they're not paying my rent, so there you go. Now, as far as the other antics that they have, like hacking, how are we going to escape that? If they do it on this site, they could do it on another. And that's why I appreciate when you make videos, precautionary videos, things like change your password, make it unhackable, or a little more protective. So anyway, going to another site, I don't think, and that, as far as the haters, really accomplishes that much. Now, as I've mentioned before, I've been on other forums and we have moved. And we've moved a number of times. And there's a couple of things worth mentioning. Once we sort of had our own site, it was some kind of hosting service. And what did we wind up with? Well, a couple of the popular people become the monarch, pardon me. A couple of the more popular people become the monarchy. And as far as the queen goes, if you say something or do something she doesn't like, it's off with your head. Now, it wasn't that simplistic, but you find that you are prey to the popular group, and you feel maybe, not that this happened to me, it did not, but I saw it happen. People get intimidated and they leave. And you don't want people to leave. You really don't. There can be spats. They happen, they get resolved, or maybe they don't get resolved, but for the most part, people move on. Now, supposing you do set up your own site, you're going to wind up with more headaches than it's worth. I mean, really, just like the street team concept, I think what you wind up being is the complaint department. And for all the technical stuff that you put in, without a profit motive, where's the incentive? Yes, I know you're good-natured, and I do love you, Mike. What's going to keep you there? What's going to keep you 6 months, a year from now, just sitting in front of your computer? And there's going to be problems every day. Yes, it's not only you. There's going to be a team. But I think the reason people come to YouTube, it's an outlet, not something that they have to work at. So I don't know about that idea. I mean, you've got the smarts in that area. This is just what I see first off. Now, as far as getting new people, I've been on a board of directors for a professional organization. And one of the things that, or at least one of the biggest initiatives, is how do we get new people? New people bring fresh ideas and fresh blood. If you're going to have a very closed community, it's not going to grow, and the opposite will happen. It will just dwindle down. Um, and as far as separating from old and young, I don't think you have to force that issue because I think it happens naturally. I think on anybody's subscriber list or who they subscribe to, they are subscribed to people who are like-minded. And yes, there's maybe a spectrum there, but the cluster is mostly people who think alike. And so it just happens naturally. Um, what else did I want to say? Well, that's all I can think of now, and I don't want to edit and add on, but I think that moving is just going to be more of a headache than it's worth, and people will just say, oh, yeah, 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 it's a good idea, and it just may not, well, whatever. I've said my piece. Speak to you soon, Mike.